I'm Kay Stice. I've been a business school professor for 35 years and have taught at business schools all around the world. You can learn more about me and about my brother Jim at our website, sticelearning.com. If you learned something interesting in this current event video, please remember to like it and subscribe to our channel. Over the past 20 years, there's been a great convergence in the accounting practices used in different countries around the world. When I teach in Russia and Hong Kong and Kazakhstan, I can teach pretty much the same things that I teach to my students in the United States. This lowers the cost of international commerce. Entrepreneurs, lenders, investors, and other interested parties can communicate companies' financial position and results using the same accounting language around the world. Well, almost the same. Actually, there are two sets of accounting rules that are broadly used. In the United States, accounting standards are set by the Financial Accounting Standards Board, the FASB. The FASB is based in Norwalk, Connecticut, a little more than an hour away from Manhattan. The financial accounting standards published by the FASB are called GAAP, which stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. Outside the United States, almost all other countries follow the financial accounting standards established by the International Accounting Standards Board, the IASB, which is based in London. The standards of the IASB are called International Financial Reporting Standards, or IFRS. Both the FASB and the IASB were established in 1973. In fact, there is polite disagreement over exactly which of them was established first. I myself am not taking a side on that question. For many years, there was a real question about which set of accounting standards would become the worldwide standard: US GAAP, set by the FASB, or IFRS, set by the IASB. Until the mid-1990s, the FASB was clearly the dominant accounting standard setter in the world. However, there was substantial international reluctance to allowing the Americans to become the worldwide standard setter. Eventually, it became apparent that the IASB would become the source of accounting standards for almost all countries in the world. This shift from the FASB to the IASB as the acknowledged source of high-quality global accounting standards is illustrated by a historic announcement by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, on August 27, 2008. Here is the first paragraph of an article that appeared in the Wall Street Journal the next day. Quote, "The Securities and Exchange Commission signaled the demise of U.S. accounting standards, kicking off a process Wednesday that could ultimately require all publicly listed American companies to follow an international model instead." Close quote. We were this close to having one worldwide set of accounting rules. Ultimately, however, the news of the demise of the FASB and of US GAAP was greatly exaggerated. An accounting controversy in 2008 caused the US business community to reconsider the transfer of sovereignty over US accounting standards from the FASB, which can be closely monitored by the SEC, to the IASB, which is completely outside any US regulatory jurisdiction. This controversy was touched off by a group of French banks who pressured the IASB to change an accounting rule in a way that would soften the reporting of the big financial losses they had experienced in connection with the 2008 worldwide financial crisis. Now, to put it bluntly, the IASB caved in and changed the accounting rules in the way requested by the French banks. Well, across the Atlantic, U.S. regulators and the U.S. business community could only stand back and watch this political power play with a mixture of amazement and disgust. This October 2008 IASB debacle caused both the SEC and the U.S. business community to reevaluate the benefits of ceding standard-setting power to the IASB, an organization that had now revealed itself as being subject to powers more interested in the well-being of European banks than in any abstract notion of global accounting harmony. So the current situation is as follows. The FASB establishes the accounting standards used by U.S. companies, US GAAP. The IASB establishes the accounting standards used in the rest of the world, International Financial Reporting Standards, or IFRS. In order to communicate with US-based lenders and investors, some non-US companies voluntarily choose to report using US GAAP. And the The IASB and the FASB are working together to create a consistent worldwide set of financial reporting standards. Those French banks. Maybe sometime I'll tell you the whole story of how the French put international accounting convergence on the rocks. I hope you enjoyed this current event. Please remember to like this video, share it with a friend who needs to understand what you and I now know, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.